Hi everybody, welcome back to Missy's Imaginings. Thank you so much for all the kind wishes and notes about our vacation. We had a wonderful time. We went down to Foster Lake, and there's a campground there called Sunnyside Park. It's a county park, so if you want to go camping at a wonderful campground, I highly recommend it. I can put the link down there if you're local and you want to go, or if you're traveling to Oregon and you want to know a place to go. It's a really great campground. And we have a lot of fun there. So we had a blast. We had all kinds of weather because it is Oregon. So we had hot weather, cool weather, rainy weather, and cold weather. So all of it within the span of 5 days, but it was great. We had a blast, and now we're back. And now it has cooled down here. It was really hot here as well, and it's cooled down so I can actually put on my favorite hoodie and not be too hot, but I needed to put it on because we have a project today. And today we are putting away the sewing machine. We are going to be sewing by hand. The reason for this is my daughter has recently purchased the BTS dolls. So I have one. Here's this one's mine because I think I'm going to repaint him. But anyway, so they are 11 inches tall and have 13 points of articulation, which is really fun. And so all 7 of the band members are available through, I think my daughter's got theirs through Target, and I bought some through Walmart. So they have clothing on them, but like for instance, this shirt is attached to the jacket, and so they have on their clothing from one of their music videos. But my daughter wanted to get some different clothing for one of her fellas, and she was looking online, and she said everything that she really liked was really expensive. So she said she decided she'd go ahead and look on YouTube to see if there were any videos on how to sew doll clothing. And then she thought, wait a minute. She says, Mom, can you teach me how to sew? So I said, of course. So I am thrilled because other than once when she was about 9 or 10, she sewed a 2-inch by 3-inch pillow for her Barbie camper. That's it. That's all she's sewn. So today we are going to be going through the process of making a really cute hoodie jacket. And when I say this is for beginners, I am totally honest. Savannah has not sewn, like I say, other than that little 2 by 3-inch pillow that she did when she was 9 or 10. She has not sewn a stitch, and she made this hoodie. She did it, and I was so proud of her. So the pattern, of course, will be on the website. I'm going to add a t-shirt and a pair of pants to the pattern, so it won't just be the hoodie. There'll be a couple other items for you, but it will also fit the newer Ken dolls. I think the old Kens are going to be too big because when I was a kid, Ken was bigger. He was taller than Barbie, and our Barbies were a little taller than a straight 11-inch. So the newer Kens, it will fit, and you can always enlarge if you need to. But anyway, so she wanted to learn to sew, and she was a little nervous about using a machine. And I said, well, okay. And she said, but Mom, I saw someone on YouTube was using needle and thread, and I could do that. And I said, of course you can. So this is a great video if you are a new sewer, or if you are teaching a new sewer and you want something very simple yet really, really cute, and it can just be sewn by hand. That's what we're doing today. So you can use this for instruction for yourself or someone else. I hope that you'll enjoy it because the product is going to be really cute when you're done. So we started with a polyester knit fabric because since Savannah is a new sewer, I wanted her to have a choice of fabric that isn't going to fray in case she needs to take things out and redo it, or doesn't have familiarity with working with small seam allowances, because the more you rub on them, and work them in your fingers, it can fray. And so I wanted something that would have some stretch to it but would not fray. So she chose a cute pink fabric that she's going to make this hoodie. and it was just a lot of fun. So the pieces are very basic, and I'm going to try something new as far as the tutorial steps, so you'll see that as you progress through the video. I hope it's simple for you to understand and straightforward, and that you enjoy it. So without further ado, we'll switch up the camera and start sewing. So we're back home from our camping trip. We had one day of really hot weather, one day of pouring down rain, and then a nice day, and then a dry day to go ahead and pack everything back up and come home. And now that we're home, some of our BTS fellows have arrived. Of course, the girls have all of theirs, and my daughter decided it was time for her to learn how to sew. So we're going to be making a pink hoodie for Jin. So this is Taeyoung, but this way you can kind of see how big they are, and he's sitting on my pin box. So they are 11 inches, and they're made by Mattel, but they are a little bit smaller than the traditional Ken doll, and they are fully articulated, which is really cool. So elbows move, wrists move. You've probably seen a lot of them repainted. So we are using a knit fabric here. See if I can get it to stretch. There we go. And my daughter Savannah, okay, you ready to show your face here? Ah! So my daughter Savannah decided she wanted to try her hand at sewing a hoodie. Of course, I will put this pattern on the website just in case you need a 11-inch hoodie pattern. Depending on if you want it for a girl or a boy, you would just change the closure. So if you want it to be for a boy, you're going to overlap from the left. If you want it to be for a girl, you'll overlap from the right. And I'll go ahead and get that posted as well. And as we go through the process, if Savannah's not too embarrassed with her sewing, I'll maybe go ahead and film some of that. We're starting with a knit fabric because she wants to try sewing by hand. Right?
All of you expert sewers, please be kind.
So I thought it would be fun because a knit is not going to fray like a cotton or a linen would fray, or of course a satin would be a disaster. Did you cut anything off?
We're getting there. I'm working on the pit.
Oh, okay. Working on the arm. Okay.
Scoops are hard.
Okay, but you could do it. So she's using my Fiskars scissors, which are really, really nice. You want to model the scissors there? They have spring action. Oh, there we go. Spring action. So they're really nice. Okay, go ahead and pick it up. So anyway, so we'll kind of document as we go through it. Like I said, she's going to try this needle and thread. We're going to try it. She's a little nervous with the machine, so that's what we're going to do.
Boom.
And we will go ahead and make additional pattern pieces to put the pockets on the front, because no hoodie is complete without pockets on the front. So I will be adding that as well, but she was a little nervous to start cutting. Okay, so on this piece, go ahead and cut along the edge there, and then you can go ahead and cut out the piece. But if you cut along that edge, that'll separate it from the fabric, and then you can knock yourself out. But don't cut into this piece, because we're going to use that to make the pockets. So there we go. So she's going to attack this fabric with a vengeance, and we'll get started. But here are the pieces. So we have a back piece that's going to be cut on a fold, the front piece that will have enough to fold over for a slight facing, not a big facing, just a little one, and then of course the hood, which has a fold at the top. So we'll continue working and be back at it soon. So now Savannah has started the sewing process. She is doing the hem of the sleeve just with a straight stitch till she gets used to.
It's supposed to be
It's
straight
supposed to be.
stitch.
Oh, well, that was kind of close up. I might take that face out. Sorry. So just a straight stitch till she gets used to maneuvering the needle in and out of the fabric. So this is beginner class, people. Beginners join. Beginners join in. So there we go. The sewing process has begun. And hello, we're back. Say hi, Savannah.
Hello.
Hello. So this is what she has done so far on her little jacket. So the hood is in. She's got the shoulder straps. The shoulder seams were done. Then we put in the little hood. Of course, the hood had to be sewn together there. So now she's going to work on putting in the sleeves. Go ahead and turn it so we can see the pin. There we go. So the sleeve is pinned in there, and she's going to be stitching that in. She's doing it all by hand. I'm so proud of her. Are you proud?
Yes.
Yes. So that's where we are. So we're working on it. She even did some top stitching. Let's see if it'll show. You can be Vanna White there. Oh, there we go. So she did a little bit of top stitching to hold the little seams down. So she opened those seam allowances and stitched them down so it would look nice and flat and lay a little bit better. So there we go. So we've got the shoulders done, the hood's in. Once the sleeves are in place, then we're going to go ahead and work on doing the front facing and the edge around the hood, and then there'll be a little drawstring. So we'll probably do that before we actually do the under the sleeve and the side seams, just so it's a little bit easier to work with. Once you get that whole thing sewn together and the sleeves are done, then the ability to maneuver this sometimes gets more limited. So with the sleeves in but not the side seams, we can still open this up and have a lot of work room here with this all wide open, because these can kind of separate. So that's what we're going to be doing next. So say see you later.
See you later.
Hi everybody, we're back. We're finished with the hoodie, so Savannah's back. Okay, and we're going to introduce her finished product. Okay, dun, dun. Okay. this chin. You're silly. So this is her hoodie.
That's
so
the sound of
dun,
regret.
No, it's cute. She did an awesome
Come do
job.
a video with me. And then I come and you're like...
Maybe not. So here's her little jacket. It's all done. It's so cool. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about that you did is when we put on the pockets on the video instructions, you take the pocket and you lay it across the opposite way, so that when this seam is sewn and you fold it back, this is the nice seam that you're going to have on there. And then of course these edges around the sides, you just fold over. These will already be folded over. It shows that in the instructions. And this edge, you'll just fold it under and then top stitch it on there. But what we actually did, rather than like a full top stitch that would show, is we did a hidden seam slip stitch. So you learned how to do that. That was cool. So you accomplish that by simply going inside that edge of fabric and then inside the front, and then inside this edge and inside the front. So you're weaving back and forth to create that hidden seam. So that's what we did on the pockets. And then for the little cord, we have a little bit of cording that's commonly used in plastic canvas artwork, and I like to use it for ties on doll cases and various doll things. But we have really cute little pink beads. So in order to get this cord put in, I used a small tapestry needle that's slightly blunt on the edge, but it's a lot bigger than a sewing needle. So the cording can fit through the eye with relative ease, and then the needle was able to go through that bead. If you get a big tapestry needle, it won't fit. But the blunt end helps, because then you're going to just carefully poke a hole on the outside of the facing edge of the hoodie, and you're going to weave it up and around and through to thread that through without puncturing the fabric again until you want to come out on the other side. And that blunt needle helps you to get all the way around there without, you know, coming through and snagging on the fabric. So that's what we did for the ties. And then we have, dun, 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 if I can undo, I can't, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see very well. Oh, he didn't have a shirt on.
No.
3 snaps. So there's 3 snaps to hold it together, and Savannah even sewed on the snaps. Good job. So yeah, she did her little hoodie. So what do you think about your sewing debut here?
Well, the last time I sewed anything was when I was, what, like
9 or 10?
9 or 10. I made pillowcases.
Yeah.
So
Like
I think
one
not
pillow.
bad.
One pillow for your Barbie thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Not
she, did you enjoy it though? Did you enjoy the process?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was very easy to start into it at like 6, and then pretty soon I looked up at the clock and it was like almost 9, and I was like, what?
Find it therapeutic? Good. Well, it turned out really cute. So I will probably do like a close-up, and we'll spin him a little bit around so you can get a really good view on how it worked. I think we may end up smoothing out the tip of the hat, because it does make a little bit of a point on the way the pattern is, so I'll maybe smooth that out. So we kind of punch that down, but it's cute. So there is what the hoodie will look like. This is all hand sewn, no machines. Good job, Savannah.
Thank you.
So enjoy making your own hoodie, have fun, and I'd love to hear how it goes for you or any new sewers that you might be training. See you next time. Bye. All right, and we're rolling. Dun, 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 dun.
We're rolling. Boom!
I know. Yesterday, oh, say in a minute. Okay. I'm trying to get in here partway. Okay, come scoot close to me.
Yeah, we're taking a family
Keep,
photo.
scoot in, scoot in, scoot in. Scoot in, scoot in. More.
She's like, well, you want a chair?
Can
And
they
I'm
come like, oh.
and how would a chair have worked?
I know, right? Well, I would have angled the camera. So, I can edit all this out. So, oh, we should hide him. Hide him. Put him down there. Hold him down there. And lean way back, and then I'll have you pop in.
Hey guys!
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Okay. And we're clear.